After all the work and all the miles,
Get that train rolling, man.
all the sign-filled shows and sold-out seats. Now it's all about to change.
Are you ready?
It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as as one of the top superstars on Raw. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
Sounds like the CCO thinks one of Raw's top names might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
The winds of change are blowing.
Talking about the draft, I assume?
Yep. You and I haven't had much of a chance to get acquainted here on Raw. I wouldn't mind if we end up on the same brand so that we can finally have a match or two.
I wouldn't mind that either. We could do big things together.
I guess we'll see where we end up. I know they're saying you could be staying here on Raw, but I've been around a while and I've seen a lot of crazy things. When it comes to the WWE draft, you just never know.
I'll be ready for anything.
Well, if it isn't the subject of all those draft rumors.
What do you mean?
Come on, you heard what Triple H said. And it's all over social media, too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 in the draft next week.
Since Raw has the first pick, you could put an end to all the speculation and just tell me who you're picking first.
My lips are sealed. But I will say that I doubt tonight is your last match on Raw. Oh, and speaking of the draft, make sure you look good up there on the stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire. And sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Okay, but more importantly, make sure you look good in your match tonight. Can't have my potential first pick losing before the draft.
And here's the man whose name is on everyone's mind.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dan Smith.
There's been a lot of speculation about this guy's future, and if you've seen him in the ring, you can understand why.
Rumors are just rumors, but a strong showing here against Montez Ford could help turn those rumors into reality.
The draft might be a week away, but this match starts now. Michael, Corey, time to get your swag up.
And his opponent, representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Montez Ford.
That right there, they call that the Graves. Call that something you wish you could do.
Come on, Montez. Show them how it's done.
And they call that the gravy. Don't be jealous, Byron. Don't be a hater.
With all the talk about presumptive draft picks and Triple H's cryptic messages, we might be forgetting about Montez Ford.
Good point, Corey. Montez is a former Royal Rumble winner who's coming back from injury. I'm sure he'd love to make his own statement about WWE's pecking order.
Both superstars have a lot on the line and a lot to say about it, and they will surely let their fists do the talking. Float over.
Float over. Nice. DDT.
Now trampling the opposition.
Oh my, a jumping DDT.
Absolutely planted. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back. High impact crossbody.
Basement drop kick.
He's just waiting for that perfect moment.
With a DDT.
From the top.
Escapes out of that attack.
Look at this. Boom. Nice. Looks like he's coming back in.
Oh, knee to the face.
And here's an early cover. And skirts out of the pin.
This one isn't going to be ended quite so easily.
Oh, strong impact.
Devastating elbow.
Ford unable to fast talk his way out of that attack's path.
Yeah, but he's not down yet. High risk. Elbow drop from the top. Hoisting their opponent up for a fisherman buster.
Stepping out of the ring here. Taking things back into the ring.
And down with the suplex. Ooh, well-planted knee. Ouch.
Being placed in the corner here.
Boom.
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
Montez is definitely in peril here.
Ouch! That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner.
Oh, he had that scouted.
And that might start the momentum swing that Montez needed.
The U-turn Montez needed in this match could have been that right there.
Belly to belly.
My goodness.
Ford got met with some stiff resistance there.
Yeah, this is where the longer this match goes on, the more trouble there simply is.
Did you see that? Propelled through the air. Playing possum. Shoulders down. Oh, my. How in the world did he kick out of that?
Kicking out there really has to make his opponent question his game plan.
DDT. An elbow will break that up.
Lariat.
And he's going to the top. Climbing up the turnbuckle here. Oh, diving leg drop.
Measured elbow drop driven down.
Look at this.
Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
And it's scouted. Now can capitalize.
Got him in the corner now.
Able to capitalize on Ford's mistake.
Suplex.
It's obvious Montez Ford is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
Yeah, this is troubling. Can only hold on for so long now. He almost got the arm. Dishonor.
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
Just stretching out the arm.
Has it hooked in and
Small package.
And straight into the pin attempt.
2. And got the win. That is a huge win here tonight.
Here is your winner, Dan Smith.
this man just showed why he's about to be drafted #1. He's got the talent, the drive, and the win here tonight.
He certainly helped his cause, Saxton. Nothing's a sure thing until it's a done thing, but it would be a surprise if all those rumors turned out to be false.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
There's rumors the Superstar will be staying on Raw as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by Adam Pearce.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. It's always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
Speaking of looking ahead, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected at #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there.
We have a good relationship. So
I wouldn't.
I can
I'll set up a match for you next week.
Hey, you all right? Not how I imagined draft night going, but we both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries. I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy, but I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Here's your punching bag for the evening.
The following contest is scheduled for
the first overall draft pick is ready for action.
And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dan Smith.
It's great to hear the crowd give this superstar the reception. This man is no stranger to a WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first time as the #1 overall draft pick.
I'm sure it does, Byron, but now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a superstar on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
And he's got a target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation, no one's going to care where he is drafted.
offense there.
Ah, club with the right forearm. Locking up with one another.
Shoved out of the way.
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex.
Rolling neck snap. Brutal. Watch this breathtaking athleticism into the prettiest moonsault ever.
Neck snap. Perfectly executed.
Oh, stomping away.
And Buck took a battering there.
He'll find a way to counter back, though.
Trap the arm. Into the neck breaker. Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got us.
And he goes for the pin. Gets the shoulder up after one.
Getting the shoulder up before two tells me the end is not near.
Inverted DDT.
Uh-oh. Crashing to the floor.
My goodness, I think I heard something break on that crash landing.
Boom! Good defense from him. Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
Oh, what a clothesline.
He's getting overrun by this onslaught of attacks.
I know he didn't think he'd be in this position tonight. Ugh. Shooting pain in the shoulder is the kind of thing that builds and builds during a match.
High risk. Elbow drop from the top.
Rolling elbow finds its mark. Ouch. Can't prepare your face for that.
Being sized up. He might regret getting back up here.
Oh, great wherewithal there.
Adrian looking to get back in this.
Buck tipping the scales a bit here.
Return fire on Adrian.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there. What are we gonna do with him? We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now. You have no idea. I have a lot of ideas. And now we're going to start figuring out which one of them is accurate. Start talking.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
D'Angelo's just a make-believe hitman, and now we got him. I'm going to take out my frustration in the ring, and that will be it. It's over.
Well, I hope you're right, but I think the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
It's Raw's #1 draft pick hoping to shut down their... We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo.
Drops the leg.
Rolling neck snap.
D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony's on the wrong side of every exchange.
With a series of forearms.
Taking off from the ropes. And that's got to disrupt Tony's focus.
He's not sweating it, though. He has plenty of time to turn things around.
Waistlock. No. Belly to belly.
My goodness. Very measured elbow drop.
And he's really being relentless right now.
He's letting his actions do the talking here.
Trap the arm. And the neck breaker.
Springboard, but nobody home.
And Tony didn't see that coming.
He's managing to get some control back now.
Going from the defensive to the offensive, he is ready to go.
Double axe handle.
A modified cloverleaf applied.
Oh, into a backbreaker. Painful.
He has to be in a world of hurt here.
Yeah, but you know this one is still up in the air.
And now Tony is getting beaten down.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
D'Angelo 1 step ahead.
D'Angelo finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
Tony showing it's not a time for lying down. It's time for fighting back.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Down with a face buster. Completely controlling their opponent.
Windmill gutbuster.
That could be curtains for Tony.
Goes for the pin. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions. What the? Bayley and KO are part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from the Indies.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date, so yeah, I'd say I know them very well. And trust was never an issue.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way here to an indie show to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
My ex calling me desperate. I missed that.
I'm going to ignore that, but I suppose we did make a good team. Might be nice to get back together. In the ring only, of course.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
All right. You do that, and I'll get to strategizing.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how number 1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pearce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this on the Indies, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
I would have leaned toward having a more thought-out plan, but your way could work too. Let's do it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simpkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simpkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
All right, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
Here she is, making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, Ben Alexander!
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight.
She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a watchtower searchlight. She and her partner are letting former WWE producer Troy Simpkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take no prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward. Oh, Dragon suplex. Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Forearm to the jaw. Queen Zelina is in a distressing spot.
Tough night so far for Zelina.
How humiliating. Look at this. Snap suplex. Nice takedown.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
And she reversed it.
And she is finally changing the tempo with that attack.
Zelina tested here, finally able to get some offense of her own in.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
And she's coming back to the ring now.
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex. Brutal knee strike.
They've got their opponent's arm.
And a carefully measured knee drop.
It's been ages since the end of the epic Monday Night Wars, but ever since Raw has continued to be the longest-running episodic television series in sports entertainment history. Counters with an attack on Zelina.
Look at the arm for a Fujiwara armbar.
Fujiwara armbar applied. Pulverizing the arm is a great way to create an advantage. Basically forcing your opponent to fight one-handed.
Down on the neck with reckless abandon.
And Zelina finding herself on the defensive.
Not looking good for Zelina here.
Leading her into the corner now.
Putting her in a dangerous position. Ripped from the ropes with a shoulder breaker.
She escapes the attack.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
Wicked forearm. Did you hear that thud? She's maintaining solid offense here.
Yeah, she's definitely having a hot streak right now. That's a free fall.
For safety's sake, I hope we're near the end.
Yeah, she's really in trouble now. I don't know if she can turn it around. Shoulders down, going for the win.
Oh, turning the pin around.
She wins! She wins!
Here is your winner, Ben Alexander!
What a debut! She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win in her first match here at WWE.
And right in front of...
can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep...
What about their precious Unity Tag Team champ?
You might be on.
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure.
I may have been...
Troy, disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.